So tell me in a nutshell, we don't have 8 hours,
No, we don't.
right? But give me the Cliff Notes version as best you can of the sort of step-by-step process an adjuster, contractor, whoever should take to make sure what they should take in order to properly prepare themselves for the engineering inspection and prepare those counter arguments when they come back with their reports.
All right. So as condensed as I can make it. Normally my condensed version is like an hour long, by the way. We're not doing that.
I'm gonna put a stop clock up here.
Yeah, good luck. So the condensed version, we're going to make the assumption that you've done a damn good investigation. You've actually uncovered all the evidence that supports the claim, even stuff that you aren't claiming, but is evidentiary. You have to preserve the evidence. You have to present it in such a way. The insurance company is only required to investigate what is claimed. So if you don't present all the damages and your evidence is why and when and how, along with how much it's going to cost, then you haven't done your job as a PA. You have to do that to start off with. While you're investigating a loss, there are many things that you're going to find out, all the claim facts. And there are a certain series of claim facts that tend to have the same denial that come out of it. So this class teaches you how to identify what defense the insurance company is going to give based on the claim facts that you've uncovered. I give a lot of examples in that. So we named the defenses, the wear and tear defense, improper installation defense, the no damage defense, old damage defense, improper installation, and already said that one. Mechanical damage, all this bullshit that they give you on a regular basis. These are all defenses that they have set up a little strategy for. If you know what defense you're going to get in advance, then you would know what documentation you need in order to completely sidestep that and never have to deal with the engineer at all. But assuming that they're going to send an engineer out anyway.
So you're talking about you're talking about you already have an idea where this is going to go. Is that what you're saying? Like you have a feeling it's going to probably go this way. So you're going to sort of prepare yourself with the proper documentation to counter that before it even happens?
Certain claim facts will do specific defenses. If you've got an old roof, chances are good you're going to get a wear and tear defense.
For sure.
Right? So you need to start getting all the documentation you need to avoid the wear and tear defense.
That's awesome.
If you do that, then they probably won't end up sending an engineer out anyway. So this class teaches you how to deal with the engineers, but also teaches you how to completely avoid them. So
that's awesome.
If you know what you're going to get in advance based on your claim facts, you've got hail damage, but in the storm data, the hail is larger 3 years ago than it was in this storm, they're going to give you an old damage defense. It's inevitable. What kind of documentation do you need for an old damage defense? You need to send comparisons. Oh, there is some old damage on this roof. Here's some photos of old damage. Here's some photos of new damage. Here's the differences between them. This is why we think that there was new damages that were caused on that date of loss. Bullet pointed, very simple, but you can avoid old damage defense if you know it's coming in advance. And if you do it in advance, then you're more likely to win the claim. Us playing defense is the worst thing you can do right now. It's not good.
That's awesome. I mean, that's something that you don't really think about. You just sort of present your claim, you present your facts, you present your weather data, and you just sort of
then
take
we
it from
wait
there.
to see what their argument is, and then we play defense.
Yeah, you could easily predict. I mean, I could walk into a claim and I can tell the client already, and by the way, you're going to have a problem with this, and you're probably going to have a problem with that.
That's playing chess. If you know what's coming, then you know what you need to give them in advance. So now, this doesn't help when you're a PA and you take on a claim that's already been filed and they've already been denied and all those things. And maybe an engineer is coming out next week and you just found out. So
yeah, but then you're just playing the normal defense that we're all used to.
Then you're playing defense anyway. So it's better to get ahead of this. But assuming that you have not, now you're dealing with the engineers. And you still need the same documentation you would have otherwise. And you still need to present all that. But there are things that you have to do before the engineer comes out in order to be successful. You really have to contact that engineer and get some agreements in place. Every state has rules and laws and ethical requirements for engineers that they have to abide by. You need to know what those are. We go through them in my class for many states, and I'm still building out the rest of them. That course is alive. We're adding things to it as new information comes out, as tactics change. And by the way, they have changed tactics in the way that they write certain reports because of that course.
Nice.
So, I mean,
that's good. That's how you make it.
Yeah, I felt pretty good about it.
Yeah,
but you know,
awesome.